Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Better Than Wolves. We're gonna have a little fun today. You might recall I had the materials for these blasting charges kicking around. And with this scope of this new project I want to work on here, namely the chunk-based wolf project, I really don't want to be spending the next eon trying to carve my way down to bedrock. So we're going to do this the fun way. And detonate our way to the basement. Carefully, because I almost forgot about hardcore darkness. There we go. Never as safe as you would like. Ooh, okay. Oh, we hit a cave. Nice. That'll speed things up too. Well, onwards. Whoops. Whoops. Well, we ain't getting that one back, so forget it. Come on, boom. There we go. Beautiful. Whoops. Oh god. Whoopsies. That was close. Oh good, there wasn't anything of importance below here. That's good news. Alright, a little cleanup here. I made a Silk Touch mattock as well. I figured it might be nice to get a little bit of this nice stone. Yeah. Not ideal, not perfect. But yeah, I want to get some of the darker, smooth stones to work with here. So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the next project is going to be beyond this, and I don't think I'm going to be ready to do this in the near future, because well, one of the problems is that right now my area is in the middle of the most absurd heat wave I have ever experienced. I mean, it's not typically this hot in the area where I live, but good God is this insane. So, anyways, that's just making it a little bit hard to spend time on my computer because my office is not super well cooled or ventilated as of yet. Alright, well, if this is on the boundary, we should really put the stairway up. One over, because we don't want to be doing any access work in the actual chunk itself. We want the entire chunk to be clear because that's the area we actually have to work with. And that means we have to get rid of this as well. Get some more Silk Touch here. The good news is I have Silk Touch coming out my ears at this point, so it's not as if this is a valuable commodity anymore. I've been trying to think exactly how much space I would need for this whole business. Oh boy, I'm a little more loaded down than I thought. Mildly irritating. There we go. You know what? Let's just blow this up proper. Where's our explosives? There we are. Pop. Kaboom. There we go. Let's see what we got going on here. So the next step here, I mean, this whole business is this whole project is going to take up a lot of space. Oh, I know what I can do today. I'm just sort of doing this to try and figure, well, I sort of brainstorm what I need, what is sort of next on the list. I need to actually do some sorting tests. That's what I need to do. We need to go grab some samples of the materials we're going to be moving, because I need to find out how complicated this is going to be. And actually, since reads... No, wait, we need it in... Yeah, it's theoretically possible that if I do this right, we could actually have this whole thing work with no human involvement. We need to find out if we can separate the critical things. What do I have in here that I can get rid of? Piles of dirt. There we go. Alright, are we secure? Looks like we're secure. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a time-consuming process and not one I want to do on camera. Terribly much. I mean, I would like to, if I thought you guys would be entertained by me running around setting up explosives. I would do that. I suppose if you're really interested in watching me drill my way to bedrock with explosives to a certain extent, let me know. But it's certainly not what I'm planning on doing here. So let's think about the ingredients we're going to be working with here. We are going to be working with rotten flesh. We're going to be working with bones, is the stuff we want. Bones, and we're going to have bones with arrows and sticks. Okay. That's 3 of the 4. So we're going to need rotten flesh, bones, and... Okay, so the rotten flesh is coming with glass bottles and potions of health. So there's one grouping. Rotten flesh. There's a second grouping there. And then the reeds are easy. I just need to find out if they separate easily from these other products. And they are found right here. So now I need to find a bellows. This is not reeds. This is reeds. Okay. Now, do I have a bellows working around here? Not one that I can use for testing purposes. But I do have one back at the old base. So first things first. If my understanding is correct, these will all have the same buoyancy characteristics. No, they don't. The potions, the filled potions are heavy, the other 2 are light. Okay. Makes sense to me. So filled potions can be separated out with flotation. What about bones, sticks, and arrows? Looks like they all float the same way. Too bad. Okay. And reeds, do you float or sink? Of course you float. Why wouldn't you float? That would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Or sugarcane. You know, you can tell I've been playing this for a long time. I still call them. I still call the sugarcane reeds, which is what they were way, way, way back in the day. All right. So we can separate the potions of healing out, which is good because those I want to get as many of those as possible for future healing use, especially if I'm going to start doing wither fights for fun in, you know, crazy numbers, which is entirely conceivable. I might actually do a 2 to 3 wither fight 2 or a couple more withers at some point. All right, we're going to need to shut down the system here. Shut down the bellows. Actually, or shut down the fire. The fire is what I need to turn off. And then we'll borrow the bellows here. Alright, we just need a way to get in here. For the purpose of borrowing these. There we go. Alright, we got that. We got that. Okay. Oh, of course. No, wait, is that one on? Yes, it is on. Okay. Let's see. Well, we might as well use this one here that we've got. It's a perfect test bed. We'll just move the ladder over, which we can do without incident. Which is excellent, because that will let me do the tests right there. Okay. I have ladders in quantity. Okay. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. So we need to find out if any of these things have different characteristics when it comes to bellows. Starting with the glass bottles and the rotten flesh. They are not moved by a bellows. So it is not going to be possible to separate the glass bottles from the rotten flesh, which is terrible and unfortunate. The only way to do that would be to make the rotten flesh and would be to separate the witches. So if I was to get my rotten flesh for this system from Tower 2, that could work because there will not be any potions in there. Okay, that's an option. That is a definitive option if I do a little reconfiguring over there. So I could do that. I could source... And likewise for this, you know, maybe it's Tower 2 I get Tower 2 built. Yeah, because the bones are the item I need. Okay, so the items that are causing me grief are all coming from witches. So, there are no witches in Tower 2. Let's just turn this system back on again. I don't want to be standing around waiting for something to cook that's not going to cook. Okay, close this up, and everything back. Alright. So given that we know witches are the problem, everything that is causing us grief is coming from witches, the sticks and the potions. So it seems to me, yes, that we need to find some venom sacs from Tower 2. And if that's if it works the way I think it does, we're going to have to do a little bit of pre-sorting on the Tower 2 materials before redoing the minecart to Tower 1. We need to get out the bones, the arrows. We're going to wind up with bones, arrows, and rotten flesh. Okay. So it's going to get rid of some of my buffer on the minecart system because I'm going to need to actually have secondary storage, but we actually have space to spare here, so there it is. As long as the system is still working. Just arrived. Oh yeah, we've got tower to spare here. Look at all that space. Oh, and it sent it on its way. Cool. Alright. So next up we need to find... Okay, so yeah, so I still want to do secondary storage over here. But it looks... Ow. Like if I wanted to get this up and running sooner, I could start work on, like, really serious work on Tower 2. And actually implement some sorting system on Tower 2. Let's have a look and see exactly what that's going to take. Whoops. Security flaw. Okay. So we are going to have to pull out... right, I'm missing most of my... So, bars and floating items... Yeah, so everything we're dealing with here floats. So the sinking stuff is not an issue, because we can filter that out right away. The stuff that's going to cause us grief here is the floating stuff that is bigger. Which is why I need to get up and double check what filters I put in there, and this is the downside to having put the finishing work in here. Alright. Let's see what we got here. This is the water that is providing the flow. So rotten flesh is bars and floating, which is why we're using an undertow on it, which is why we're also getting both types of potions, but that's not an issue here. Okay. Trapdoor is getting... What was... I just got to remember where the... There we are, some bones and some arrows. I think... Yeah, okay, they go through a trapdoor. Trapdoor is the first one they go through. So we need to get out everything lighter out of there. Or everything smaller. So we need basically the grate. So it's a grate, and then everything that floats through an iron bar. I think that might be the case. Yeah, that makes sense, because what, anything in between? Nope. So it's going to be actually a pretty simple secondary sorting system here. We're going to need a grate. We're going to need some iron bars. Do we have iron bars? Oh, well, we have iron coming out our ears. Ooh, the venom sacs. I need to check where the those aren't venom sacs. Those are mysterious glands. Where are the... Oh, hold on. I just need to go find where they're winding up. Venom sacs. There they are. Okay, so they filter out. All right, so let's get a grate, which is made from sticks. I don't have enough sticks. Let's fix that. There we go. Forget it. I don't need those. A grate. All right. So storage 1. So the order will be as follows. We're going to need a grate, and that is going to block, if I've done this right, it will block sticks, which means it'll also block bones and arrows. It will block rotten flesh. Perfect. Next one is iron bars. Oop, I fell in a hole again. This place is actually getting a little hazardous, isn't it? Okay, see how I'm actually curious how we're doing for iron anyways. Hey, look, I'm on fire. That should be enough. Reasonably well. That's a fair chunk of iron we're starting to get. Going up. Of course yeah, so number 2. We need a crafting table. Right, it's down here again. I'm gonna need more of these. I'm gonna need some crafting stations in this base. So iron bars. Yeah, there we go. So iron bars should take everything, but if my memory serves, we can double check that, all the bows and stuff will not go through it. Yeah. Yeah, ladder, so bars, yeah, so excellent. So this will accept the items that we need to filter out. Rotten flesh, no, come on. Rotten flesh, arrows, and bones. Excellent. And then everything else will continue onwards. And just go straight into the storage hopper. So, yeah, we just need to put this little system onto the thing. And everything in question floats, so we're going to need to do it at the low water section. Let's see, there's the XP output. Actually, I can deal with the floating issue quite easily by creating an undertow. So if we put this right here, no. Actually, you know what? We could even do it sooner. We could take the all the stuff out here, right there. That's going to be the grate. Okay. All right. Apparently, I don't have room to pick that up. I should, but I don't. Okay, forget it. I don't know where that's going, but we'll deal with it. so with that done... Whoa, 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 stop, stop. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah. A minor problem. But perfectly surmountable. Good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, this is getting a little out of hand. That was unfortunate. Alright, stop that. Get this. Of course it did. Alright, so if that's not going to work, which it doesn't look like it will. Alright, we'll get this out of here. Okay, we're just going to fill this in. It's going to be a little more complicated than I'd hoped. So if that's not going to work, and oh, by the way, we should really cover this. That will make life a little easier if I don't fall in here. So we need everything, which means the grate has to be... I can do it all right here. It's just going to require a little bit of careful... Because we're going to put one right here. That's the one that will take everything prior. And then we'll put one right here. That's the... Oh god, don't... That's going to take the stuff that is iron bar based. Now please tell me I did not just wash a whole crap ton of water down and destroy my whole system here. I did not, thank you. Good, okay. Now comes the delicate part. Of course, yeah, this means I got to start building this tower now. I have to stop being lazy. Okay. Yeah, so that should take everything above... Oh, God. Yeah, I see. That's what I needed to know right there. You're going to have to be super duper careful with this. Because I do not want to flood out the whole world. Okay, should be all right here. I'll put in a axle that I don't have. Of course not. Why would I have an axle? It's only the most important thing that I could grab for getting this idea up and running. Here we are, axles. I don't have any gearboxes, so I'm still not going to be able to get this fully running. I wonder what I did with all those gearboxes I had. I'm sure I have them around here somewhere. Everything got so messed up recently. Alright, I'm not going to need the shafts, I'm not going to need the potions, I'm not going to need the empty bottles. That'll do to start. Gearboxes, none there. I don't know what I did with all my gearboxes. I must have left them at a different project. Okay. Well, that's okay. We're just this is drafting. I mean, what'll happen is once this all fills up, and it will fill. Oh, and see, that's something that will go wrong right there. That's why we need to do that. And then this. Okay. So the one there is already powered. So how do we get power to this? Through that one. Okay. So then... Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Okay. Just need a little bit of working space in here. Because what's going to happen is the stuff from this hopper right here, this is the problematic column right here. But I think I've got a way for this... It is going to have to go out the other way. Yeah, that's the part I haven't figured out yet, is how to get this where I need it to go, and how to get water to this. I think it's going to have to be a second minecart. And, I could have them operating off... no, they can't operate off the same timer. I could just have this one slaved to this timer. That would work. If I just slave the secondary minecart line to this clock right here, it'll only be sent on its way when this cart gets sent on its way. That way I don't have to double up on the redstone. It's not going to matter too much. Yeah, that'll work. Much better than trying to muss around with water here. Because I'm already going to have to do enough mussing around to get the rest of the stuff. Is this thing still ticking? I hope so. Should create a signal at some point. What are we waiting on? Another rotation? I want to see this thing actually depart. Just confirm I haven't screwed something up. Did I stop this thing from going? I might have. What happened? Why is that missing? That's weird. What did... I don't even know. Oh, I gotta run for a minute. Got a phone call coming in. Sorry about that, guys. Friend called. Needed to chat with him for a while. I think I've been going about this all wrong. I'm making this too complicated. Or too tight, I should say. This is packed together too tightly, and it's just going to make my life miserable. So what we need to do is we need to rethink this a lot. Come back. Come back. I sure hope I didn't break something important there. Okay, I don't think I did. Now there's the minecart. Watch out. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are indeed going to reroute the water. We're going to drop it one tier. We should be able to do all this in one physical tier. And that will make these various hoppers easier to access. Oh, sorry, kitty cat. But you chose to spawn in my house of horrors. You're just going to have to deal. Okay, we'll get the rest of that out of there later. So what's going to happen now is it's going to come in right here instead. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is exactly where I want this to be. Put that back there. And then we go back, let's see, 1. We need to go up 1. 2, 3. Okay, that's 1 too far. Let's see, is there anything we can do to make this go just a little bit further? Let's see. Well, obviously we just need to take this back. Well, if we do that... Well, if we do this, it's going to come down and around. It's going to be 1 short, which is not good. So, can we make this beginning go 1 further instead? Which would mean just pushing this block of water out by 1. And then putting that right here. Yeah, that will work. That will work. Perfect. Okay. Come on. No, all right. I need that right there. There we go. Now that we've got that, now I can squeeze in my 2 extra hoppers in such a way that the system will actually work nicely. So the overflow stuff will come here. Oh yeah, because it's floating stuff. Probably going to actually have to take it in a little lower than this. I think I know what I'm going to have to do. There's going to be a few less hoppers on this system. So this is the one I need to deal with first. So we're going to need to split this water stream right here. I think. Actually, it would be better to do this as close to the end as possible. So let's see. That water's not good. That's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because that's where the XP system comes through. Okay, well, it can go off this edge too. No, because we can't use this water stream. Alright, well, if we use the stuff we want to keep goes through here, and then we need to go around, maybe we can just bring some water in to use. So here's the hopper. We need items to go through this hopper that are great sized or bigger. And they're going to come through kitty corner to this. No, they're going to come through over here. That's the way, because we want the other side to be reserved for the stuff we are leaving behind. Okay, there's our that this is important. I need to... So this is actually going to be up one higher. Let's see, where are we relative to things? Okay, there's the main water stream. So we need to carve... Yeah, see, this is what I was becoming afraid of, is we're really tightly down here. Okay, that's okay. We're coming through at this level. 1, 2... Needs to be over 1. Okay, that's fine. We can move over 1. No! 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 This is what I was afraid of. Tell me that didn't do a lot of damage. It did not do a lot of damage. It did a little damage. Okay, it did a lot of damage. Shoot. That did a hell of a lot of damage. Where was that supposed to go? Right here? Okay. I think it just controls that, Oh, yeah. Turns that, Now, what was controlling that? Was it a... Okay, yeah, it's inverted, so that turns off the turntable. Yes, okay. Alright, now which hole did I dig through to make that occur? That's the part I have to remember. Okay. Just trying to figure out how to squeeze this in. So that was this water stream right here, wasn't it? Yeah, I just tapped. Yeah, into the XP stream right there. So we're going to have to do that. So it can come through right here. So here's the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, does not quite go far enough. Well, let's see. We'll take a couple more of these out. We might just not be able to have as many buffer hoppers in here as I thought. which just means if the system gets too heavy duty, I'm going to have to rewire it for a lot more hoppers. Okay, so change of plans. Mostly involving not getting stuck. Okay. One right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there's where the water stream comes in, and it's going to be configured. There's that. This is getting really crowded, I know. But, so water stream comes in here. This is a powered hopper right here. Still got to get power to it, but that's a job for another day. And then from here, we're going to need, there we are. So that's going to be the beginnings of the next system. I got to find my way up to a water source there. But yeah, so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. So this will carry all the stuff that is that I don't want. And the next hopper I add, which is going to require extra water, which is going to come, oh god, I don't know. Oh no, it's going to go straight into a minecart. It's going to go into a second one of these loaders just next door. And this one will go to here, like so, and the items will fall into the hopper as well. So that will be from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So that's how this is going to work. And so right at this corner right here, yeah, right about here, this will be lots of room for me to work, is going to be the hopper that is going to take the iron bar filter items. Right here. Nice and far away, lots of room to work and maneuver. Plenty of room to add the minecart track. Just got to find, there it is. Not too far from power. And that'll go straight into a minecart setup just like this, attached to this exact same series of redstone signals, and problem solved. Then I just have to power these, which will just be a little bit of mechanical fiddling. Might even be able to do it. No, can't take it across there. Items will fall into holes and get stuck. Okay, I think I have the plan. That was close. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. I've planned out, that's sort of my next plan. Now, I'm not going to get this all set up right away. This is just brainstorming and sort of organizational brainstorming right now. So I need to do a little work around here to get this all up and running. And I need to start digging, like, badly. Oops, that was not good. I need that axle. That's actually an important axle. I just fell in a hole. Come on. Okay, going up. Come on. Almost. 3. There we go. Alright, well, what we do need to do right now is get the items must flow. The items must begin to flow immediately, and that will be done right here. Okay. So I will quickly off cam. Oh, you know what? Heck with it. I don't even need to do that off camera. All I need to do is get past here. And, oh, well, this isn't powered yet, so it's kind of moot. Never mind. It's not going to hurt anything. This hopper will fill up, and then things will overflow. It'll take a while. This system is basically going to be producing nothing for the time being. But I'll figure it out. I'll get some of this hooked up off camera, and yeah, that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed this another brainstorming session. Hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to look into getting started on the wolf farm. Have a great night. Bye for now.